it's Rick Taylor.
Hey, shout out to the Rap Drive, man, for having me, man. It's your boy, official Jeremy Smith, the best actor in Milwaukee, man. Tune in. Make sure y'all tune in, man.
Yo, man, what you do, man? It's your boy Rick Taylor back with another episode of the Rap Draft. I got my bro Jeremy Smith with me, man.
Man, I'm doing good, man. I'm feeling good. I'm great. I'm refreshed. Man, it's a good year.
Man, that's good. That's good, man. We appreciate you for coming on the show, man. Here on the Rap Draft, we like to interview all kind of artists, not only music artists, but actors, DJs, barbers, artists, whatever kind of artists you do. You're an artist or paint or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So pretty much we just like to ask questions to give your fans more of a day in the life and know more about you and stuff like that. So my first question for you is for the people who don't know, where were you born and raised?
So I was born and raised in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and I got family in Tennessee, but majority Milwaukee, Wisconsin. That's where I was at. That's where I was born and raised at, man. I love it. I love it here. Our city got a lot to work on, but I love it here.
That's good. What was life like for you as a kid growing up?
Man, life. That's crazy you said that. Okay. So life growing up for me as a kid, like I used to be one of those kids that went to church. You know what I'm saying? I always was a church kid. And things like that. But started to get into the streets. And it got bad. You know what I'm saying? It really got bad for me. And being mixed in church and in streets and different stuff like that, man, it'll have you confused a little bit, especially as a child. I grew up without a father and all that shit. And we ain't even gonna get on that, but you know what I'm saying? I definitely grew up without a father. So you look up to certain people that really ain't your father. You looking for that father figure. You know what I'm saying? But the streets was it. And church, that's where I learned how to sing, learned my creative side, and just tapped in. And I appreciate them for that, man, for them putting that in me and instilling that into me. You know what I mean? But overall, it was church and streets.
Right.
Honestly, man, I just combined both, man. I was in the streets and in church, so.
And I can see how that could be difficult for you, like trying to balance, growing without a pops. Like you got to try to find out how to be like the best man you can be. You know what I'm saying? Or try to just find your own way in the streets, or just take to what you know type shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of people like that who grew up like that. You know what I'm saying? And it's like you got to try to get it how you live to survive. You know what I'm saying?
Man, it's rough. It's rough because right. you end up looking at people that's supposed to be a father figure, but they might not be that right father figure. You know what I'm saying? So you end up being lost. I can say that. You know what I'm saying? You looking for, you see your cousins them or your friends and all them with their fathers, but being without yours and you look at it. You know what I'm saying? It's like, damn, I want that feeling. Right. You know what I'm saying? I want that feeling. And so, I take it with the punches though. One thing about it, I got two kids, man, that they're my babies, man, and that's what taught me to be a father. You know what I'm saying? Me not having a father, that really taught me how to be in my kids' life.
And that kind of, not to cut you off, that kind of tie into the next question I was going to ask you. I was going to say, for the people who don't know you, who is Jeremy Smith?
Man, I'm still trying to find out. I'm still trying to find out. Honestly, I'm a rapper, actor, singer, songwriter, work on houses. I'm kind of I do everything. I honestly do everything. And it's hard to do everything because my mind, it runs everywhere. So I don't just stick to one thing. I'm that type of person. I don't stick to just singing. Okay, I'm singing. That shit might work out. I'm rapping, that might work out. I'm writing music, that might work out. I'm building houses, that might work out. But no, I ain't finna put myself in one box. I like to move around, man. So Jeremy Smith is a person that I'm an excellent actor. And that's one thing I put my all into. With music as well, put my all in that. But overall, I feel like as we get older, nobody really find themselves until you actually find yourself. So I'm still working on that.
Right. And I feel like everybody, like, you know, still had that, like, you know, that time in their life they still trying to find out who they is. Or, like, you know what I'm saying, like, it's just different levels of life that you haven't reached yet to see what kind of, like, person you could be or what you good at and stuff like that. So it's definitely, like, a challenge and stuff like that still within itself. So.
Yeah, I'm definitely working on myself and just trying to build the time and the day in life I'm at right now. It's just finding myself, man, and building from there. And I feel like that everybody that feel like they don't know who they are, go find yourself. You know what I'm saying? Go build.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Trust in God.
Right. You're right about that.
That's it.
Who inspired you, or what inspired you to get into acting?
So that's a good story. My first time acting, I used to work at Applebee's. I was at Applebee's at the Grand Avenue Mall, and my guy, he went to school for film writing. And I never was interested in it. So I was like, okay, you went to school for film writing, okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? That's you. Me, I'm selling drugs, whatever the case may be. That's the point that I was at that point in time. And I was just doing me. And one time he got off work, and I was upset. I can't remember what I was upset about, but I was pretty upset. And we had went to the bar, and he was like, you know what, I got a script that I want you to read. I was like, well, what you mean read a script? I don't do this. This ain't what I do. I don't do acting. I don't do none of this stuff. And then he was like, no, bro, I think that you'd be perfect for this role. You know, you'd be perfect for it. And I'm like, how can I be perfect for a role if I never acted before?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So we ended up sitting at the bar, drinking. Long story short, he ended up handing me the script, and I was upset at the time, and the role was an angry script. And so I ended up saying it. He was like, you know what, bro? You got the role. And I was like, damn, what you mean I got the role? I don't act. You know what I'm saying? The only thing I did was read from a paper, and I interjected my feelings into the paper on what was being said. And he was like, no, bro, like, you got it. He was like, I think that you can act. So, okay. And so the next day, we ended up going down the script, ended up meeting up with him, meeting up with his crew. He had a whole crew. And we ended up shooting the movie. And that was like my first time ever been in a movie, and I never stopped in. I've been in 9 movies. Yours included.
That's crazy, because the next question I was going to ask you, like, when and what was your first role of acting? Like,
yeah, that was my first one.
Do you remember the name of that movie, or it's like so long ago? It's like you don't remember?
No, it's a movie. I remember it. It's a movie called Family Ties. It's a movie called Family Ties, and it's about a mob movie. And it's basically like a mob, you know, and it's about betrayal, different things like that. And that's one thing about my guy. His name is Devin or Devon, however you say his name. But I can thank him. I really want to thank him because he is the person that actually got me into doing movies. And so that's one person I really want to thank for doing that. But he put me in there, and me being in the movie, I learned a lot, but I watched everything that was around and surrounding, and so even when I watch you or I watch anybody else that's done, I'm like a sponge. So I watch the different things that people do. You know what I mean? And so it made me want to do film production, different stuff like that. You know, it was just, being in the film is fun in the motherfucker. If anybody, if y'all have a passion for doing movies, I think y'all should go for it, man. Right. That's really is where it's at.
Any dream period, go for it, but especially acting.
I love it, man. It took me from music to acting, and that's where we at.
So I was gonna ask you too, like as well, like why? What made you choose acting over music? Like how did you know, like, yeah, I want to do this instead of like music?
It's a hard one. Me being in music and being from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. So Milwaukee, Wisconsin got a. I'm tired of saying. Damn, that's my first interview, y'all. Excuse me, but no. I think that me being in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, has taught me that it's all about the trend. Like, it's all about who's popular, who got money, who got this, who got that. And I realized when I started doing my music, and especially if it was hot, because I know gurus. You know what I'm saying? I network. So I know gurus to where I can send my music to them and they can say that this is hot. And I can put it out and I go back to them and say, you know, why it's not popping like this? Why is it not happening? And I think it's about the environment. It's about the listeners as well. You know what I'm saying? When you're from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and you have, I'm not gonna say a closed-minded people, but it is a closed-minded people to where they listen to what they want to listen to.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They listen to. I'm not gonna say no names. They just listen to what they listen to.
They don't really jump outside the box. They just used to one type of music or sound. They don't want to really get into nothing else that's different or new.
Yeah, and I ain't gonna say it's irritating, but it is kind of irritating because, like, damn, we got a lot of talent out here.
Right.
You know what I mean? To where y'all should broaden your minds. And I was in it. I'm telling you, it took me to go to Atlanta for me to actually realize and understand that it's more out here. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Because I was stuck in the box out here, man. But yeah, just dealing with that. I just feel like it's up from here, man. It's definitely up from here.
You definitely on the right path, bro. I've been seeing you in a lot of movies. Like I seen the Family Ties before. I just been watching you work, bro, and that's why I reached out. You know what I'm saying? Even when I met you doing the Milwaukee Tales, I knew the passion you had from the acting scene we had and stuff. And I was like, that's dope, bro. So, and I see you traveling with it, so it's definitely like dope. You definitely on the right path. It's just all about running to the right people and stuff like that. So, what do you feel about like the filming or the acting in Milwaukee? Like, what do you feel about the acting scene in Milwaukee?
I don't think it's enough. Mm-hmm. I think that it should be more. I think that the same way there is with the music scene, it should be with the acting scene as well. I don't think that we get enough credit either. And that's why I appreciate you for having me up here, because you know what I mean? Like we literally don't get enough credit. It's a lot of actors that's up in Wisconsin and in Milwaukee that they need the credit, they need the publicity, they need everything. You know what I'm saying? Just as the rappers do, because sometimes we feel left out a little bit. We'll look and we see rappers climb the charts, but it's like, damn, we see them in interviews and different things like that. But then we'll look like, damn, we doing good too. You know what I mean? We doing great too. We doing great too. And I just feel that we deserve the acknowledgement. There's a lot of great actors. I'm a great actor. You know, and that's really just it, bro. Like I'm not gonna actually force the situation with it, but I do get upset with it sometimes because I know that I played in multiple movies, multiple series, multiple skits, different cases. You know, I played in multiple things, and if I see that this person just came up and he got an interview and he doing, whatever the case may be, and I didn't put in work and I done did this, it's like, okay, damn, like, where do I fit in Milwaukee? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm doing all this, I'm putting in the work, I'm doing my movies, I'm trying to be out, and I'm humble on top of that. You know what I mean? I'm not charging nobody, I'm not doing nothing. I'm not doing none of that. You know what I'm saying? So when it comes down to that aspect, it just be like, man, damn. Like, I just really want the recognition for actors in Milwaukee. Like, and I feel like that we got to stand up for it. It's just not musicians. It's actors too.
And I agree with that because it's like the Milwaukee music scene get overlooked more than the film scene. Like, people don't really, like, run into it or stumble into it like how they can easily do, like, a music video on YouTube because it's different procedures and different ways to go about watching the films. There's some film on YouTube, but, like, you got these other sites and other places to go watch it. But I don't think, I definitely don't think it get the recognition that it deserves. But I feel like the more people open their minds up about it and the more things they, like, can go to see and, like, more come out to more festivals and stuff like that because... Yeah. I was just finding out about a lot of these festivals and always wanted to go. So I'm like, this is my time to, like, meet new people and actors, producers, writers, all kind of stuff. And, like, you really see how much talent we really have here as a city. So. Yeah,
I mean, one thing about you, one thing I can say is that you gave me the opportunity. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't saying that just because we're on camera and none of that. We can cut this out. But no, one thing I can say about you, man, is that you gave me the opportunity, and you let me do me. Yeah. You know what I mean? You didn't control me. You said, bruh, this is the scenario. This is the outcome on what I wrote. So in between there, you do what you want to do. And you actually let me be creative for myself. You know what I mean? You let me be creative. So I appreciate that too, because that's something that's not done in the film world either. You know what I mean? It's usually a script to where it's follow this, follow that. But no, with you, it was more listen. You want to act, right? Right. And this is a scenario. Let me know what you would say in this this situation. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And that's how, not to cut you off, that's how I wanted everybody to be. Excuse me. That's how I wanted everybody to be, like, to make it more realer and just, like, give people control too as well. Because, like, I could have some stuff a certain way, but I'm like, I know you know how to make it better. Yeah. Do how you would do in this situation for real to bring out that real life type of experience. So, but I definitely appreciate you for even, like, taking the role. Because you didn't have to. A lot of people, everybody who was in Slapp City, I appreciate everybody for taking a role and helping out. Because without y'all, it wouldn't have been no Slapp City.
Yes, sir.
So I know when I presented you with the role, I know you was just like, man, you was honored. Man, and you couldn't wait. So I'm like, man, I'm geeked. Like, he want to act in it, man. Because I know you like a real life actor and you got like a lot of movies and shows under your belt and stuff. Which brings me to my next question. I see you got a new movie coming out that you're working on with Swift Sloan. Yeah. And it has Fatboy SSE and it got Jamal Gravy Willard, the guy who played Biggie. Like, how was that? Like, working with them?
Man, bro, I ain't gonna lie to you. I was scared. I was scared because usually when I'm playing in like roles that's I'm not even gonna say locally. I'm gonna say when I'm playing in cinemas, that's black cinemas, and I'm the main person. You know what I'm saying? I can say that. The main person that's professional, that know what they doing, that's here. Okay, I know what I'm doing, I'm good. But when you got these type of people that's on a whole different level, like I'm there with Fatboy SSE, which he didn't got a million. He on the Breakfast Club. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's different shit. Like, it's different criterias and foundations of what the fuck, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn, I'm with this nigga. I'm doing a movie with him. Like, and then you get Jamal Gravy, which you play Biggie in the Biggie movie. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, damn, you do. And then what's her name? Bucky from Flavor of Love. And so, you know, when you get all those type of people in that cast and you are a part of that cast, it's a blessing. You know what I'm saying? To me, it's a blessing because you know, I really never thought that I would make it to that point. You know what I'm saying? I always looked at myself, I'm my worst critic. So I always look at myself like, you're not doing good enough. You're not, you know what I'm saying? You're not there. But once I actually got it, and to that point, I ain't even gonna lie to you. Once we was shooting, I had drunk me about, I think I drunk a fifth of Hennessy. I drunk a fifth of Hennessy, and it made me snap in the mode though. And then I called my wife. And I asked her, I said, man, we going through some things right now, but we ain't gonna talk about that. But I called my wife, and I asked her, I said, babe, I said, I feel some type of way. I said, I'm nervous. And she said, babe, you don't need to be nervous. She said, because just like how they a superstar, you a superstar too. It ain't no need to be nervous. You know what I'm saying? And so once she put that into my mind, I just snapped in the mode. It was like, damn, like, you right. You know what I'm saying? I'm a superstar. It don't matter if I'm with him or with him or with him. Like, I'm me. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like them.
You just gotta do. You go out there.
Yeah, I just
do what you do, man.
Yeah, she pushed me. I ain't gonna lie. She pushed me, and that's what made me like just drive. But being around them, man, it was nerve wracking. I ain't even gonna lie. Like, Fatboy SSE, and he ain't gonna lie to you. He got my number. I got his number. He know, like, that's my dog. I fuck with him. He got the Smackalicious, the weed he got growing and all that shit. So
how did you get yeah, not to cut you off again. How did you get that role?
My cousin Swift.
That's dope. And he called you up, like, he know you be acting like, cuz I got a role for you.
I ain't even gonna say he called me up. My cousin Swift, he been doing movies. He been doing movies for a long time, and you know, he always been that type of person. He been busting moves. You know what I'm saying, with the movie industry for a long time. And I had just decided to hit him up. I'm like, cuz, you know what I'm saying, I see you got something going on. You know what I'm saying? Let me jump in that one. And that time, my cousin Gorgees, he was in that movie. That was Circumstances. That was Circumstances. That was the one I wanted to get in, but I came too late. You know what I'm saying? And so Cuz was already up in there. So I'm like, damn, like I missed my time. Like I missed it. And I was fucked up behind. I'm like, damn, I fucking missed it. But after I watched it, Cuz did a good job. He, you know what I'm saying, he did his thing. You know what I'm saying? But after that, I still hit him up. So it's all about consistency. You know what I'm saying? You got to be consistent. So I hit him up again. I'm like, Cuz, you know what I'm saying? I think, I know you got something else going on. You know what I'm saying? And he had hit me up. He was like, nah, I ain't got nothing going on right now, but, you know, his guy do. You know what I'm saying? His guy got something going on. He was like, I could put you in. So he ended up putting me in. He sent me the script. I had to sign like contract, shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But he had them names up on there, and I didn't know like these people real names or nothing, or who I would be acting with. I was just like, you know what I'm saying? Okay, I'm finna come do my thing. Like, and that's when it came with the Fatboy SSE and all that shit. Like, I didn't know their real names, so the real names was on the dotted line when I signed and who I would be acting with and all that shit. But I just signed it. And I'm like, you know, I'm ready to act. I'm ready to do it. But that's definitely how I jumped in there like that. Cuz Swift Sloan, he definitely put me up in there, and I appreciate him for that.
Oh, that's dope, bro. Since you've been acting, have you experienced any pros and cons?
I could say with the pros and cons, man. Anybody that want to be an actor, I can say you just go where it's at. You know, me being I used to be a beginner. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm doing my thing, and I feel good about it. You know what I'm saying? I feel good about who I am. But me going to Atlanta, it let me know that, you know, people, how can I say this? I ain't gonna say the industry, but yeah, like the industry, they'll come at you like when you send them your stuff, and they want you to be in those certain places. So when I was I can say this for example, when I was in Milwaukee, if I send my resume to people that was doing stuff at BET or doing stuff at MTV or doing stuff out there, you know what I'm saying, at those major places, they wouldn't fuck with me because of my address. And when I went to Atlanta, because my pop stayed there, so I ended up switching my address on my resume just to like finesse it. Like, okay, I'm in Atlanta, I'm gonna switch my address. So when I switched it, they started hitting me up. You know what I'm saying? They started like now I'm finna, damn, I can't make that announcement now, but you know, now in November I'm finna be on The Real World on MTV.
That's dope. Congratulations,
yeah, we lit. You know what I'm saying?
Congratulations.
Yeah, we lit. I gotta go back to Atlanta in November, but you know what I'm saying? Like, just different stuff like that. They wouldn't have fuck with me, and they told me when I talked to the people from BET, and the BET people talked to my mama, they talked to my wife, they talked to everybody. Like, they literally on the phone, you know what I'm saying? Like, they on the phone with these folks. And the TV show that I was gonna be on, before I actually got on The Real World and got casted for it, it was like some divorce shit. You being divorced from your wife and all that shit. But we haven't actually got a divorce or none of that shit. So I got canceled from that because we never got a divorce. But they called her up. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how real it is. You know what I'm saying? That's how real they come at you. Yeah. And now I'm knowing and being in that segment, being under that industry, it's like, okay, they gonna come at you. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta be ready for it. You can't. Anybody that's doing music, and it ain't about me because I like to spread word to everybody. I'm just going through it right now. But anybody that's doing music or acting, modeling, or anything like that, man, just go after that shit, man, and you know, take them leaps. Don't stay in Milwaukee. Don't stay in Chicago. Don't stay wherever you at. Go where it's at. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta go where it's at, and that's what I did. And I'm loving it. I'm just back in Milwaukee and it feel good because I'm doing this interview right now. So.
That's dope, man. Congratulations. That's everything you telling me, man. Is just big, man. I'm just like over here in awe, like, man, this dude really working, man.
Yeah.